If yesterday was a glorious day for baseball, today is an inglorious day for baseball.
That's right, Bruce.
And this is Bruce Montana along with the Duke Harrington, bringing you a spring training matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. They each have an inverse of each other's record at this point, 3-1 to 1-3.
And for those of you still alive after yesterday's long game, today's one is going to be a little bit different. As you see, it's coming down pretty good out there.
As the Phillies take the field against this lineup. See a couple new acquisitions in there, one being Francisco Cervelli, who was picked up through a off-season trade with the Yankees. They're going to face Lyle Kentia, scratch that, not his brother, who has had one inning of work, got a strikeout, and allowed one hit. Who's the Kentia we've seen the least of this spring. Travis Mann back behind the plate, played some first base yesterday. And our card guy just can't get these right. We see Marshall Brown not starting at shortstop. He's playing third.
Someone's taking up some extracurricular activities in the parking lot. You know what I mean, Coach?
Josh Harrison going to lead off at 429 on the season.
Good old Josh Harrison.
And the first pitch of the ball game is a sinker low and inside for ball one. Good day for pitchers yesterday. 13 innings and no runs allowed.
First pitch, 105.
Cat Turnman really pleased with that group. Steve Henderson not so pleased with his hitters.
They didn't start getting hits till late. Very late in the game.
See a 1-1 count. That's Kentia. Haven't seen a knuckleball yet, and there he is. To right field.
Loop that.
And Pete Boulevard's going to rain that one rather easily here. The first out of the ball.
That looked like it was actually going to drop in. Hung up just enough for Boulevard to get to it, though.
Right fielder, Jose Tabata.
I don't think Kentia doesn't like that, but first knuckleball of the game and gets hit. Jose Tabata going to make his first cuts, hitting 286 on the year. Going to take a sinker low, 1-0. Kentia seems to be pitching around these guys when he's throwing anything other than a knuckleball.
You're going to see. Well, maybe we'll see an exciting game today with that rain coming down, with the ball a little harder to handle.
Rips it foul.
Might see some errors, might see some wild pitches.
The ball boy caught that.
Good hands, good hands.
Put him purple out there. The 1-1 pitch. And he tries bunting on. And Mann's going to put him away for that number 2. Tabata just couldn't put it down where he wanted it. Take a look at this one. When you bunt it and it goes straight up in the air behind you, that's never a good sign.
That's a disappointment. It's a heartbreaker.
Andrew McCutcheon, former NL MVP. You see that bling in his ear?
See them dreads.
Bling and dreads.
Soaking up some rain.
Good lifestyle. There's a fastball high. 1-0.
Now, I've heard from a few places, people, if you have dreadlocks, you cannot wash your hair. Is that true?
I had dreadlocks once. Duke.
Ooh.
And I washed my hair.
67 miles an hour. I don't think he expected that to fall into the strike zone.
I think he's washing his hair right now with that rain.
You think so?
1-1. You're see a slow, methodical approach from Kentia. 1-2 to number 22. The 1-2 pitch. Beaten to the dirt. All done. just missed going outside. Some brave fans here in Baseball City, Florida.
I see a lot of umbrellas today.
Rips it to the shortstop, Gary Babone.
Beautiful.
He makes a heck of a play. And wow.
He's not afraid to get muddy.
Oh, Gary Babone really showcasing what he's all about at shortstop. Let's take a look at this game. The range on this play is just incredible.
That face.
Oh, man.
That was a rather quick inning.
You can see Ryan Sandberg's hitting. Terrence McGordon leading things off today. 333. See the rest of the bats there besides Marshall Brown looking pretty quiet so far this year. They're going to have a good shot of changing that here against Jeff Locke, who struggled in this.
Look at that
first
hair. Beautiful mane.
That looks like Loki from Thor, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Do the Hulk slamming him around like a rag. And then it'd be perfect.
Take a look at how they look defensively. Cervelli and
Tabata have a batting glove on his throwing hand?
I bet he does.
That's interesting. Maybe a little grip for the wet ball.
Leading things off, like we said, McGorn.
Leading off for the
McGorn's
Phillies.
been productive
Center
here.
fielder,
One of the
Terrence
few hitters that can say that.
A nice knuckle curve.
Just strike one.
Well, that's not really going to dry off the bat there, Terrence. It's a good attempt, but it's not going to work.
So Terrence not digging the rain here.
I'm actually seeing a lot less umbrellas than I thought I'd see.
Seeing a couple raincoats though.
Philly fans are so pumped about the Phillies, they don't care about getting wet.
Ooh, almost not this good. Good shot. It's funny that I said he looked like Loki, and his name could actually be pronounced Loki if it was.
Oh, sit down.
McGorn strikes out, and that's not a good omen for this lineup today.
Batting second.
Take a look at this pitch again, and that's some outside paint here with the fastball.
Yeah.
McGorn is froze.
Sit down, sir.
Good pitch. Scotty Burns, who we've seen a very little amount of, but what we saw was he's really willing to just give himself productive outs.
Now, I don't know about you, but the Rubens were not up to expectations last night.
The Rubens were disappointing at the Shell Hotel last night.
Must be someone different in the kitchen.
Wonder where we're going to go to get Rubens when the season starts and go up in Philadelphia.
Oh, that place down there on Main. It's a Winchester shop. Something like that.
I heard they had a good BLT. Ooh, that knuckle curve.
And Mrs. and I like to go there for a good BLT every now and then.
Now, I don't know about you, Duke, but I refuse to cook for myself.
Oh, that's why I hired a personal chef.
I had my mom was in there.
What?
She's 60 now, but she's still making plenty of Rubens.
Getting home, getting a hot, nice hot cooked meal sitting on the table for you. When you're done with the Phillies?
1-2 pitch. And he rips it, and he catches that. Man. I thought that was a little closer to the middle of the diamond.
Batting third, right fielder.
Seeing some quick outs here early. But the hitters are making contact.
That's something different.
Down there.
Well, other than McGorn.
Easily puts that in. We're going to see Pete Boulevard change. We've been hyping up Boulevard a lot here early on, and he's hitting 143.
Nah, that's really not showing too much.
Maybe he's not ready for the bigs.
It is still pretty early in the spring, though.
Well,
We're in the 5th game.
Go, Phillies!
There's an interesting head shake from Locke.
No ball 2. Boulevard. Not messing around trying to get his bat dry. He just wants to hit the ball. 2-0 pitch is taken in for a
Right
strike.
down the middle.
2-1.
Somehow Locke is keeping pretty dry.
The 2-1 pitch was taken for strike 2. 2-2.
Right in at the knees. You'll be ready for that.
There you go now, Philly.
I understand he had a 2-0 count, but letting 2 good pitches go by like that, it's just not something you should do.
Boulevard rips it to the right field.
The 2 pitch.
Boulevard takes it to make this count a full count. Eddie Vaughn on deck in case he does get on base. Saw Eddie Vaughn get the only RBI.
Oh, that's key. There's a nice rip into right center field for a single. A little bit of a boost to Boulevard's batting average.
Maybe that'll get things turned around for Boulevard.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Eddie Vaughn.
Eddie Vaughn?
Speaking of the guy,
Not an RBI chance per se, but that could change if he gets a hold of it. Which we're still waiting for from a lot of these hitters. And I see a big lead over there for Pete Boulevard. Maybe they'll institute a hitting run. Circle change way outside. 1-0.
probably rain. That ball slipped out of his fingers.
Go now, Phil.
See Brent Mann giving Boulevard a 50 speed. Middle of the pack. The pitch out. 2-0.
He thought he was going.
Boulevard had a pretty good lead. Like I said, not a speedster. Somebody could take a bag or two if he really wants to. See Vaughn? 2-0 count. That's what you like to see. If you're a hitter. Beats it into the ground. 2-1.
The difference from Boulevard, he had a 2-0 count and let the next 2 pitches go by. Vaughn was ready for that 3rd pitch.
Fastball.
Just inside.
3-1. It's been Killier on deck. And that's a pretty brutal 3-4-5 in Boulevard, Vaughn, and Killier. Lots of mashers. And Vaughn takes the walk. That's going to bring Killier. Interesting enough, last night in the 13th inning, we saw Tim Killier up with 2 outs and 1 out. Scratch that. And runner was first and second, and got himself a single. Really helped put Jeffrey Thompson in 3rd. He scored on a Eddie Vaughn sacrifice here. Strike.
Pretty sure we saw a pitch in the same exact spot. Called a ball. I mean, that's the word I'm thinking of here, Bruce. Payback?
Payback. 0-1.
Fixing his mistake. That's too good of a pitch to be letting in.
Killier didn't like that.
Drive the run in.
The 0-2 pitch, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Kentia hits
He
it.
swings at that one.
That's going to be an easy out.
That's going to do it for the first inning.
We're going to see Lyle Kentia take a chance here against the middle of the Pirates order. Lots of P's to start the team names here. Neil Walker,
Leading out for Pittsburgh.
second baseman,
Second baseman.
looking to take his
Neil
first cuts
Walker.
against the Phillies here.
Ooh,
And he hits it to left field, and Vaughn's
that's going to be a single. Well, we didn't have to wait till, what, the 7th inning for any team to get a hit?
Yesterday,
One
was
hit apiece now.
Catcher.
offense was a
Francisco
rarity
Cervelli.
yesterday. But look at Walker. Knew it was a good hit as soon as
He
hit
wasn't
it.
falling for that knuckle.
You want to see Francisco Cervelli get his first cuts. Having a good spring thus far, but we're still only 4 games in. And that's a 12-6 curveball.
It was a good pitch. It was a good pitch.
Hard pitch to hit, and you put it in a spot that's hard to call a ball. So, see here if he attacks with a sinker, trying to get a double play ball. 0-1 pitch. Beat into the dirt.
A lot of speed there on first base.
Cervelli swinging.
He's fighting. He's a fighter up there.
Woohoo!
Stays alive.
On the knuckleball.
It looked like a last-second decision to swing at that.
0-2 pitch again. Hit the third
Ooh,
base.
Down the third baseline.
Brown
Wouldn't
couldn't
be
catch up
surprised.
to it.
He holds up.
Doesn't want to test the arm of Eddie Vaughn. Runners on first and second. And we're going to see our first
Left fielder.
run here in the second inning instead of the 13th. Corey Hart. Former Brewer and former Seattle Mariner. Sinker in the dirt, 1-0. We mentioned yesterday how the center field spot here in Philadelphia has really tightened a little bit with the injury of John Abstract. John Abstract figured to contend for the backup center field job there, at least, maybe even a starting job. Will likely start the season in AAA, recovering from injury. Woohoo! That knuckleball danced up there.
Bruce, is Corey Hart playing left field?
Yes, sir.
I had someone else on the scorecard today.
Team Tabata and right. Touching in center. Ripped right to Eddie Vaughn, who's just going to throw it right into the shortstop, Boney. Boney made a heck of a play here. First time.
Batting 7th.
There you see the
First baseman.
replay.
Gabby
Good wood on
Sanchez.
it. Just hit it right to center.
He didn't even have to move. Just had to set himself.
Gabby Sanchez, the first baseman.
Sanchez. It's an interesting bat ready.
Oh, 1 count. Sanchez follows that one. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. That's fouled.
Haven't seen a strikeout out of Kentia yet. These guys are really making sure that they don't.
He's not much of a strikeout. His brothers both are. He's the older brother. I think he's kind of a little more.
I thought we were going to see one right there, but that's going to be a gap job right there. That's going to drive in both of them.
And McGoran just throws it around. He knows. And we saw some early offense finally here. 2-0. Nice shot there to the right center gap. The knuckleball. Mixed results from that knuckleball today for Lyle Kentia. Seems that every time he throws it, they hit it. But when that's your best pitch, you gotta keep going to it. Sean Rodriguez, former shortstop former backup infielder, I should say, rather, for the Tampa Bay Rays, hits it right to Marshall Brown at third base. Brown making his first start with the Pirates.
It's 2 down now.
Pretty basic play there. John Locke should wrap up the inning.
That'd be Jeff Locke, Bruce.
John Locke's my favorite character from Lost.
It was an excellent show.
So I was reminiscing there. He looks like Loki from Thor, but his name is just like John Locke from Lost. Is he the Lost Loki? 1-0. Kentia checks the runner.
He does not want to lose the pitcher right here.
And he grounds it right to the fifth. Oh, I guess
Liner.
that didn't bounce. I thought that bounced there.
Yeah, from this point of view, that looked like it hit the ground.
Either way, Killier wraps it up, and that's going to end the Phillies in the Pirates inning. They got 2 runs out of that deal. There's a Gary Babone lead things out.
He hit the first hit of the game, and it was a bunt single yesterday.
And then they took him out of the game immediately afterwards. Strike 1.
First guy to put anything in the hit column, and they just sit down.
Well, they couldn't even advance into second base. They didn't have him running.
Come on.
They didn't have really anyone running yesterday, and they should have. Anytime they got somebody on base.
1-0. Lost Loki out there. Loki is lost. Babone. That bouncy stance of his.
I've played some ball before in the rain, and it's just the most exciting feeling when you finally get out of those wet clothes.
Take a hot shower.
Warm right up.
Off. Babone with a nice
poke.
poke.
Field, but not enough.
You did see Babone make a heck of a play there at shortstop.
He's going to bring up Marshall Brown.
Might make it to Webb Jones.
Marshall Brown.
Babone, good wood on that, just hit right to center. Brown. 375. Pair of RBIs. Both in the first game.
Nice knuckle curve.
Brown and his brother.
Throwing right in.
Brown and his brother both heading the third base. Hendon has some catching
seen
up to do.
too much of him.
He's got some catching up to do. He'll probably start tomorrow if the pattern serves. Marshall Brown rips it to foul territory.
They are being a little more aggressive today. I like that.
0-2 count. Marshall Brown pops it to foul territory. That might get caught. And it is.
Ooh.
What a play
Join the bench.
by Harrison.
Batting 8th. Catcher. Travis Mann.
Harrison with a nice play. I think the studio pup is having a bad dream or something.
They were growling.
Travis Mann. like I said yesterday, played some first base, surprisingly. Keeping easy out here. Man, performed well at first, but they had to take him off because he's starting to become quite the liability at first base.
Locke is making some quick work.
End of the second. And Josh Harrison, I called him Matt earlier.
Leading off
My
for the
apologies
Pirates,
to Josh.
third baseman,
He made the
Josh
heck of a play
Harrison.
there. Looking to keep it up, this time on the other side of the field. And knuckleball in the dirt. See there, Kentia. Very low ball count, which is a very rare thing from a knuckleballer.
Yeah, you can't. I'm at a loss for a word here. You can't really expect it, or I don't know. You can't really expect it to fall into the same place every time.
Technology, folks. I have a piece of music to talk about. Eddie Vaughn with a nice catch there.
The right fielder, number 31, Jose Tabata.
Saw Harrison fly out there. Jose Tabata. We saw attempt to bunt single last time, but popped it right up to
Those
knuckleball.
knuckleballs are just floating, screaming, "Hit me, hit me, hit me!" But they do not.
Well, they have been. 2-0 here. Kentia with the worst showing of any starting pitcher so far for the Phillies. Interesting. So far, those first 3 innings have been pretty much guaranteed money for a 0 run. He drives it to deep center. That might make it. No, it's going to die.
Or he's going to catch up to it.
And then he must have killed that one. Well, usually puts it in.
Now batting number 22.
Doesn't seem to
center
touch
fielder
him.
Andrew McCutcheon.
Try to make this inning more productive. So far, 2 up, 2 down.
Touching.
But even though Kentia had the worst showing of a starter out there so far, still not performing bad.
Not too bad with the pitch count either. He's at 36 pitches, 2 outs. It's about 12 an inning. That's not too bad, actually. Considering he let up some hits last inning. You see the Phillies getting out of the way.
Touching with a 1-1 count. He was over top of that one, but somehow hit it in the air.
A 1-2 pitch from Kentia.
Knuckleball beaten to the dirt by McCutcheon. 1-2 still. Man frames it.
Wow,
Man,
he is fighting.
still the same count again. 40 pitches now for Kentia. And he just says, we're not keeping this 1-2.
Maybe he would chase. Or maybe it was just a waste pitch.
Something to kind of distract McCutcheon's eye line, maybe. Ooh! Where did that miss?
I don't think
Duke?
it did.
Duke, I don't know what
man.
happened there.
I don't think Kentia knows what happened.
That fastball looked like it was down the frickin' pipe. 3-2. And he walks him. And I think Lyle Kentia got robbed there.
Now batting, second baseman, Neil Walker.
The rating slowing down a little bit here in the third inning. Neil Walker going to step up.
Here we go.
Walker pops it, and Rabone is going to wrap that up. So McCutcheon slide a little hard there in the second. Maybe trying to distract Rabone. We're going to see Kentia, McGoran, and Burns.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Letting the pitcher leading off the inning.
Letting him hit. You know, he's probably not going to be pitching next time.
Yeah, they've been sticking to the 3 innings only for the starters. It's actually surprising.
I think next game we might see a little change to that. But they might not. One pitch. Knuckle curve.
It's too much.
Some seems to have a really small strike zone.
Very small. But I have noticed that every time he makes a call that we've questioned, he does fix it.
Low fastball.
So I think he knows that he's doing it. You know, you see a ball that should have been a strike, and he thinks about it after, like, that was probably a strike. And then this time you see a strike that's probably a ball. Or, you know, vice versa, really.
Beat into the ground. Three-two count.
That was a dirty knuckle curve.
There's Terrence McGoran on deck.
You know, walking the pitcher's not something you want to do. He's doing.
Do it.
3-2 pitch. And he saves it. Still full count.
Maybe he's looking for that walk.
We've seen Locke struggle a little bit more with a pitch count than Kentia did, and
Ooh,
Kentia strikes
sits him
out,
down.
which is interesting considering Kentia has a higher ERA. It's just
Center fielder.
he gets out of those
Terrence
situations quicker.
Magara.
McGoran gonna try his hand here.
The only other strikeout victim that Locke has.
His average is dipped down below the 300. Knuckle curve down too much. 14 balls, which is double what Kentia had. Ooh, I thought he had that, but just a little too fast for him.
He didn't look quite ready for that pitch.
Circle change. Yeah, ooh, that was a
It's another one of those pitches we were talking about. Yeah. Gordon doesn't like it. Like you said yesterday, it's spring training for the umpires too.
1-2 pitch. Strike 3 and a circle change.
Up next for Philadelphia, second baseman.
Scotty Burns. See there, McGoran not too happy about that at all. He struck out twice. And for a position that has really just become a 3-man race between McGoran and Alex St. Germain and Johnny Abstract. I think it's
Quick bunt decision.
performances like this that make St. Germain look like the obvious choice in center.
Well, he's also got Sean McIntosh, but really he hasn't been doing much.
I think he's hitless so far.
I think you're right, Bruce. You're right, Bruce.
0-2 pitch.
Oh, where was that one?
1-2.
I bet you McGoran's not happy with that. But he's sitting in the dugout saying some colorful words about the umpire.
Ooh, not the curve. 2-2.
Like his get ready dance there. Two pitch. Jeff Locke.
Full count. Boulevard's on deck. You got to think speed on the base pass. Boulevard's not the kind of guy in the face in that situation.
No.
He's got to get this out.
Anyone on base with Boulevard up is not something you want to encounter.
And he gets him out.
He's just going to strike him out for his 4th strikeout.
Speedy
strikes
Burns.
out the side.
Speedy Burns gets out. I wonder who the Phillies are going to bring in to pitch here. Nothing.
Your attention,
We're going to see
please.
Mark Mamet.
Now pitching
We
for
saw him
the
yesterday
Phillies.
pitching.
Number 61, Mark Mamet.
The day before yesterday. Maybe it was game 2.
We haven't seen him in a while.
He's seen his brother John quite a bit.
Catcher,
Francisco Cervelli. You got a
Cervelli.
hit and a run.
Hot dog here.
Mamet, a big student of the game. Ball. He's known to study a lot of hitters.
He likes to watch a lot of game films. It's going to be Cervelli's 2nd hit. Definitely a lot more hits today.
Now batting. left
Not so
fielder,
much for the Phillies, but
Corey Hart.
the Pirates are hitting the ball just fine.
Thinking we might have to wait so long for even sandwiches today.
I'm thinking you're right.
Corey Hart coming in. Runner on first, average speed over there.
Speed, absolutely no aggression. Ripped up the middle. McGoran makes a diving
with a
catch.
And that'll help him. He says he can't get anything done at the plate, so he's going to do everything he
First
can in the
baseman, number
field.
17,
Let's take a look at this again.
Sanchez.
McGoran, you see, really extends, and he really had to, otherwise that would have been a
Basket
single.
catch while he's stretched out.
If he doesn't stretch out, that's a single.
And he missed that. That would have gone to the wall. Possibly a triple for Hart. Another run by the Pirates.
McGoran's a great fielder. Ooh, man, with a 12-6
Get back.
curveball, a little high. That's not where you want to put a curveball anyway. He's high. You want that curveball to be low.
You want to bury it.
12-6 curveball high looks like an
Not
Ephus
showing
pitch.
off. Screaming, hit it.
2-0 pitch. No lead at first. High fastball. 3-0. Man, it's struggling with those things. I think sans that diving catch, we have runners on first and second. 3-0. Ooh, just
Like one.
Green light for Sanchez. I guess that's what you get. You get 2 RBI. Poke. Let's see if Mamet can fight his way out of this. A ground ball for a double play would be gorgeous. He doesn't get it.
Oh,
Instead he
wild
walks the
pitch.
hitter.
Actually, a shock to see him walk into
The
second
batter, number
base.
3, shortstop, Sean Rodriguez.
One down, 2 on. No aggression whatsoever on the base path. That's a good thing. It's a good thing for the Phillies that that stayed foul.
Sean Rodriguez, not known for his bat. So slick fielder. Pops a foul. Ball. Yeah.
Mm.
2.
Stay up! Try open your arms next time!
Yeah, I think Mammoth's still looking for that double play, even though he's got 2 strikes.
I think Mammoth's looking to slap the umpire.
Missed that one. 2-2. Mammoth not looking good out there.
He swings at anything!
Turn this into
Throw it
a
anywhere!
curtain whistle, but that one gets away from the man, but he's going to stop it before anybody tries to win it. Not a lot of speed and a lot of base running ability out there. But man. And that's going to be a 3-run shot.
Wow.
And the Pirates bats have come out to play today.
So much for Rodriguez not being known for his bat, right?
Oh man, what a slap!
Yeah. He was like, "Oh yeah."
Mammoth can't be pleased with that. Mark looking to fight for a rotation spot, and a 3-run home run will hurt that. That is for sure. Let's take a look at this again. Just a chest-high fastball that he works with. Launches it for 388 feet. Outfielder didn't even bother giving that chase. He knew it. We all knew it. Luckily, Jeff Rock
Up
is
next for Pittsburgh.
not pinch hitting.
Pitcher, Jeff Mark.
Pirates are doing the same thing here. The pitcher in the back.
Strike. And if the Phillies weren't planning on scoring, they might want to start thinking about it.
Let's go!
Jeff Rock
Quick!
chops it foul. 0-2 pitch, 16 on the docker for Mammoth, so only 1 out to show for it. And that 12-6 curveball was nice.
Filthy.
He could have saved that for the last at bat instead of giving it to the pitcher. Just take a look at those drops off the table. Make him look silly up there. Like I said, that should have been his payoff pitch last at bat. Josh Harrison stepping up. Looking for a bunt single, but that's going to go foul.
He's not going to get far with that.
Saw Harrison making a nice play in foul territory. Pops it to left field.
It's going to do it for that inning.
I do that.
Well, the Pirates putting a beating on the Phillies.
Phillies looking to stop the bleeding here on the offensive side of the ball.
Your attention, please.
Against Garrett
Now
Cole.
pitching for the Pirates, number
See there, Cole,
45.
4 innings, 6 walks.
Cole.
675 yards.
Leading off for the Phillies here in the 4th, right fielder, Pete Boyd.
Going to face that meaty 3-4-5 slot as long as I was talking about. 96 on the radar. Wow. Ball.
Boulevard a single last time around.
Here we go.
2-1.
Two-one pitch.
Here we go.
That was he's going to let that one go right over the middle.
Cervelli behind the plate. Traded from the Yankees for Justin Wilson and Garrett Jones. Saw Jones yesterday. Hit 600. So
Here we go.
Boulevard staying alive up there. 2-2 count here in the bottom of the fourth. Boulevard launches it to right field.
That's going to do it for Boulevard. We've seen them be a little more aggressive. They're just not hitting the balls to the gaps.
Left fielder.
They're not making enough contact like the Pirates are.
Eddie Bond. See a walk in his first at bat today. Looking to start some life for this Phillies offense. The pitch. It's going to be a fastball inside. 1-0.
Let's go, Phillies.
Garrett Cole shakes off the first pitch. Eddie Bond rips it to him. He stands there.
The Pirates manager didn't even flinch.
I don't even know how.
It was fairly close.
Bond.
Ball.
97. 2-1 to Bond.
That's right, Billy. That's right.
Sets it up low. Bond might get a hit out of that. Maybe not.
Nope.
Nice play for Gabby Sanchez. Tim Killier, the last chance here in the fourth.
First baseman, Tim Killian.
Last chance to keep this inning alive.
His offense started looking good and then just died right back down. Strike one to
They're at least being a little more aggressive than yesterday. And that's a good sign. They're just hitting it all to the wrong spot.
0-1 pitch. Grounded to second, and that might be an error.
He boots it.
And Killier is slow
He
enough.
recovered it just in time. And on to the fifth inning we go. 5-0 Pirates.
Your attention, please.
Billy
Now
Taylor
pitching
going to
for
come in
the
for his
Phillies,
fifth inning of work.
Number 18, Billy Taylor. Leading off for the Pirates,
We'll see Jose
right
Tabata.
fielder, Jose Tabata.
Bryant Robinson in the bullpen. Strike one. You got to think they're bringing out Taylor because they know he has a better shot of getting some outs.
Probably see some strikeouts from him.
Shakes out the first pitch. Foul ball. Oh, 2 count. With that knuckle curve inside of the third.
One-two pitch from Taylor. In the dirt.
Curve and the way low. Still choking on Rubens. 2-2 count. That's a foul ball.
Took off out of that batter's box with something that went behind the catcher.
Taylor, you know he's looking for the kill here.
You know he wants to kill.
He doesn't get it, but we're going to get himself an easy can of corn for him.
Got an 0 for 3 now.
Now batting number 22, center fielder.
Going getting some work out there in center field. Looking pretty good. Andrew McCutcheon. You see Ken Carroll in the bullpen. The Phillies really pulling out all their stops. Those are two high-quality pitchers, Robinson and Carroll. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh is a rivalry.
And it's not looking good.
Hold on.
That's a strike.
That fastball was down the middle to me, but that's 1-1. McCutcheon. Quiet afternoon for him so far. The 1-1 pitch. He hits it to center.
Ooh.
Gordon almost caught that.
Almost scooped it. Stephen McCutcheon's second time on base, but first hit.
Now batting, second baseman.
Take a look at this, and that's just a
Neil
high fastball.
Walker.
McCutcheon works it. McCutcheon crushes the lefties. Neil Walker going to try his arm. 1 for 2 with a single and a run. Well, Taylor's hard throwing style and McCann's defense. I don't see McCutcheon trying. See the team hits chart there. 6 for the Pirates, 1 for the Phillies. Pete Boulevard, the lone hit so far for the Philadelphia Phillies. Scratch that.
Ooh. Keeping an eye on McCutcheon.
Man is smart behind the plate. Big lead at first. Taylor checks. Rose. Fastball is right back. Strike one. 2-1 count. Walker just trying to get him in scoring position. Strike 2 down. 2-2, and that gives Billy Taylor 2 pitches to work with here. If he wants to try to get him chasing.
Hit and run gone.
Like I said, against Taylor. Taylor has faith in his in his fielders, but he likes to dominate. He likes to take it himself.
I guess you could say he's got the same kind of mentality on the mound that Kobe Bryant has.
I got this, and only I have this. No one else do anything.
3-2.
That's right. Right.
And Walker staying alive. Good at bat here. And he walks him. Wow. Taylor's not 2 guys on base.
This is the first sign of struggle we've seen from Taylor.
Catcher.
We've seen Taylor dominate in his
Cervelli.
first few appearances.
It could be the rain. Maybe he doesn't play well in the rain.
Move the Phillies don't.
I'm kind of noticing that.
You gotta think Steve Henderson not very happy with how his club has been performing. I've heard Ryan Sandberg criticize Henderson, saying that these hitters are young and it's up to Henderson to show them the ropes. And apparently he hasn't been doing a good enough job at it. Henderson's job in trouble here. Be interesting to see if the Phillies make a staffing change.
McGowan's going to handle that one easy.
2 outs. Yeah, I think Cat Turnman is, even though allowed up 5 runs today, he's got a kind of
Corey Hart.
Only the second game that's really gotten away from this Phillies pitching staff. It was really only the result of a couple big hits. Corey Hart up.
Come on, really?
Very hard 0 for 2 on the day so far.
Come on now, Phil.
Ooh, look out.
What's that?
2-0.
Wow, Taylor really lose composure.
21 pitches so far for Taylor.
Well, but he's going to get himself out of that one.
Only should put it away with ease. He does. Middle of the fifth here. 4.5 innings gone. The official halfway mark to this game.
It's up 5.
Casey Sadler.
Pittsburgh, number 65.
The Pittsburgh pitching staff has been struggling going into this game. They are just looking great against this Phillies team, who really can't get anything done.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Gary Babone going to try his hand here. Lined out.
Gary Bobo.
He made a great play at shortstop in the first game. And that's
Ripped
a
down
rip
the
single.
third baseline.
That might be a double. He's going for
Oh,
it.
he is running.
Babone bringing out the wheels. And last time we saw him on second base, he stole third.
Now batting,
Let's take a look at that.
third baseman.
See that? Just
Marshall Brown.
right on the paint. Good placement there. Babone couldn't have put that in a better spot. Marshall Brown, the runner in scoring position here, trying to bring this Phillies team back. That's really why they
You
wanted.
think maybe Brown will try to bunt him over? Or maybe even try to do a sack or hit and run? Drive him over to third base?
Well, I think if you had one more hitter behind him instead of a hitter and then pitcher. See, they're not quite as warm today, folks. 71 degrees, 9-mile-an-hour wind going in tonight.
Runner on second.
Not a big lead to get that.
He's going to rip that one back.
Let's go, Phillies.
Brown hits it to shortstop. And he almost beats it out. Marshall Brown hustling down that first base line.
Now batting, catcher.
Take a look
I
at
thought he was going to make that.
the
It
big,
was deep enough in the shortstop.
big man really gives it his all every time he's out there. Take a look at that. You think if that throw is a little to the right or something, Brown makes it. Travis Mann coming up. With a pitcher on deck, we should see a pinch hitter. Mann, his first time up, I think, in this competition.
Here we go.
Drives that one. Needed about 5 feet to the right there.
Couldn't keep that one as fair as Babone did.
Plenty of speed at second. Anything that drops down should score. Simply way outside. Man looking poised.
1-1. You know what I'm thankful for, Bruce?
Get him.
Here we go.
Strike two.
What was that? I'm thankful that we're in this nice, dry booth.
Unlike that umpire. That t-shirt has to be saved.
Oh, man.
They almost delayed this game.
Here we go.
Glad they didn't.
Oh, man's going to sit down.
We should see a pinch hitter here.
Let the real hitters do
man not pleased today.
The pitcher, Billy Taylor.
Boney still at second.
Boney not pleased that this is the second game in a row that he's gotten on base and nothing has been done about it.
Number
Well,
21,
Don Monte's had some success as a hitter.
Mata.
Yesterday, not so much, but did look there at his numbers. Homer, 2 RBIs, 222 outs. One of 2 players on this team with him. The other being Dylan Brown. Takes the ball with him. But we noticed yesterday, Monte, even though he was getting out, he was having productive, long at-bats. Not getting out in what the pitcher wanted him to do. Getting out in the pitches that he thought he could get hits on.
Here we go.
Beats it into the goal. Did he ever walk yesterday?
Take it to him. Come on, Billy.
He did. Monte.
All right, let's go.
Takes that sinker low. And McLaurin on deck, that's some speed. You think McLaurin might, if he gets onto the walk here, McLaurin might try to get a bunt single.
A lot of guys in this team like to go for a bunt single.
You gotta think with a runner running to third, you can't have your third baseman all the way in.
He's reaching for that one.
2-2. Trying to get some late game heroics here, mid game.
Checks.
2-2 pitch. Big moment here for this Phillies offense.
He's gonna pop out to the second baseman to end the inning.
We see this yesterday. Boney starts the inning off getting on base, and just nobody can do anything with him. There's going to be a runner left on base for these Philadelphia Phillies. We've seen that a lot.
The Phillies awfully quiet again with only 2 hits.
Going into the 6th inning,
Your attention, please.
Ken Carroll.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
See that 2 walks, no
Number 0.
strikeouts, but he has a save.
Carroll.
Showing that even though he might let runners on, he doesn't let them get very far.
Leading off for the Pirates, first baseman.
You
Gabby
mentioned yesterday,
Sanchez.
Carroll, a former shortstop Pirates. Knee problems made him a pitcher. But didn't have the range anymore.
All right.
You see John Mammoth in the bullpen.
Strike 1.
Nice pitch.
I think he's so tall. I think he contorts his body, the way he twists there, really hides the ball from the pitcher, or the hitter, I mean. Makes his pitches look a little more crazy. Strike 2.
Straight 2 to Sanchez. Carroll not looking too bad so far at all.
2 good pitches.
Which is 2 strikes.
Looking for a strike. We knew that was
Not going to get out of that pitch.
Oh, shit.
Carroll shakes off the sign.
Come on, Billy.
1-2 pitch. And it's a high fastball, 101 miles per hour. The 2-2 pitch coming up.
He's going to rip that one to deep right. The Volabard's going to handle that.
Up next for Pittsburgh, shortstop, Sean Rodriguez.
And Sanchez goes down.
The 4th inning here, we saw the big home run from Sean Rodriguez. In spite of me, I think, Duke. In
I
spite
think
of
it
me.
was. He was like, tell me I don't have it bad.
5 pitches after 1 hitter for Ken Carroll. But fastball is going to be high, 1-0. For Carroll to really become a top-tier reliever, I think he's going to have to work on locating his pitches a little better.
Let's go, Philly!
And I don't know where that missed, but that's 2-0.
We've got a lot of pitches today that we don't know where they missed. I feel like we've seen a lot of that this spring.
Take a look at the 2-0 pitch. That's a strike.
There we go.
Hard to dispute that.
You're nothing!
2-1 pitch. Sean Rodriguez. Grounds it to Pavone, who fields it nicely. Throws it over to Kentia for out number 2. Take a look at this one more time.
The batter, number 65.
A lefty shortstop. You don't see them often.
No, you don't see too many lefty third basemen either. We've seen that a couple of times.
Pinch hitting for the Pirates, number 38.
Whether even Polanco is going to pinch hit.
Here's a free swinger.
Polanco looking to prove that he's ready for the big league club here. The first pitch. That's a strike. 101 miles on the gun. Take a look at Carroll and his body contort here. Strike 2. Definitely looking for a strikeout.
You know we'd like one to get right out of the center.
Doesn't quite get it. Oh, 2 count.
Ooh,
High. 1 and 2.
step back. Out of the way.
Fastball is going to be in the mud. 2 and 2. Kentia going for the kill here. Not giving him anything to hit.
Easy batter, free swinger.
He's forced to give him either something to hit or something to get on base on.
Josh Harrison on deck.
Productive afternoon for Harrison. Defensively.
Been playing well.
Ooh, a nice play for Kentia. And the shortstop, Carroll, gets it.
Showing some leather.
Middle of the 6th. Phillies coming.
Your attention, please.
Pitching Jared
Now pitching
Hughes.
for Pittsburgh, number
0 and
48.
1 on the year.
Jared Hughes.
Terrence McGowan.
Leading off for the Phillies, center fielder, Terrence McGarra.
And you'll see him, Burns, and Boulevard.
Yeah, way to go, Big Bill. All right, let's go, Phillies!
Beats it into the ground. We got 2 strikeouts from the ground so far. So
Not swinging a hot bat.
a couple nice plays out there. 0 and 2 count. This isn't where you want to see yourself if you already struck out
He's
twice.
going for the hat trick.
Hughes Looking good so far after 2 pitches. McGoran rips it to right, and that's
just foul.
Jordan Kibble and went over and grab it. The 0-2 pitch again. McGoran rips it to left center.
That's gonna make a
that might
man.
Be, he's gonna keep going. He's gonna go to third, and that's a triple. Stand-up triple. That's the third triple.
Is that a triple, or would that be a single with an error?
I think that's gonna be 3. I don't know. We'll take a look at this.
Second baseman.
He just gets good wood on it and lines it right where there was nobody.
Well, he tried for it, but I don't know if he would have gotten it or not. I guess we'll have to see the scorer's decision. Strike out and a line out. Pair with bats.
And this is where, if they don't bring him home, they got a problem.
There's a lot of people that are going to have to go home. They are down by 5.
My book's at the triple. No official scorer's decision on the board.
Slider drops in. A couple of extra base hits by the speedy guys.
If I'm Burns, I'm just trying to even hit a ground ball for shortstops. McGoran's going to at least, at worst, be a tough out at home. At best, an easy decision for the shortstop. So Burns out at first. We've seen Burns in a lot of these situations where he takes the out for the better of the team. Solid play at second base so far. Maybe have to get a hit, but right there it's going to be an RBI. And he almost beat it out.
He almost beat that out, but he gets an RBI out of that.
And even though Burns doesn't have a hit, I really like what I'm seeing.
Would that be a sacrifice hit?
I believe so.
Right fielder. Pete Voigt.
We're going to see Pete Boulevard.
Get out of here.
1 for 2 on the day.
The Philly is not going to go scoreless today. 5-1. And Boulevard takes a slider down the gut.
All 3 times he's been to the plate, he's let a good pitch go down the pipe.
On deck, Eddie Bond. So still some life here in these Philly bats. And even though Burns isn't really hitting the ball at a high clip, he's showing that he's productive out there. Really helping this team produce in other ways. And I think he's my favorite for that second base job. 2-1.
With Boulevard?
No, Burns.
Burns. Okay, sorry. Zoned out there for a minute, Bruce.
Wait for the pitch.
2-1 count for Boulevard. As I was saying, say it again.
Rips it up the middle for his second hit of the game.
Boulevard looking good today. Well, as I was saying again about Burns, is he might not be hitting at a high clip, but he's been showing that he can produce in other ways.
He's been playing pretty well.
And I think he's my favorite for the second base job. Hayes hasn't really hit too well. And that error really hurt him.
Eddie Vaughn steps in now.
I haven't seen enough of DeMarcus Sinner for me to. But what I have seen from Sinner, I'm like, dude, really a cram spot.
Vaughn didn't really playing all that bad either. Not much out of it bad, but he's come through a couple times when needed.
Vaughn figures to at least compete for the left and right field spots. Not enough speed for him really to be in center. There's a 3-man race out there.
Boulevard doing pretty well in right field position.
Woo, all right, Phillies.
No home runs out of the big guy yet. Pop that up to the third baseman.
Right field's proven to be a really tricky situation here, as Jeffrey Thompson also has produced.
Up next
Boulevard
for
might have more
Philadelphia,
hits, but he
first
hasn't
baseman,
scored.
Tim Killian.
Thompson showing that he's good on the base pass and in the field. Boulevard has yet to display that. Throughout that way home yesterday to really win the ball game. It seems. Rips at the deep center. That's going to die for the touchdown.
And he's going to handle that to end the inning.
We're going to go to the top of the seventh. You see the Phillies finally joining the run column. 5-1.
Up there in hits, too.
Take a look at the game summary here at the top of the seventh. Sean Rodriguez, a homer, 3 RBIs. Gary Rabone, the top hitter for the Phillies, with a double. Jeff Locke, 4 Ks, a walk, and 1 hit allowed through
Your
3.
attention, please.
We're going to see
Now
John
pitching for
Mammoth
the
again
Phillies.
come in.
Number 53.
His
John
4th inning of work
Mammoth.
already. 2 strikeouts and a walk.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman,
Malcolm Tomlinson
Harrison.
in the bullpen. Actually held it down yesterday after not even getting it out in his first outing. Ball one.
I don't think we've seen John Mammon in any struggle situations, have we?
He's been doing good. One of the more reliable arms. Rips
That's
it to
going to be a
right
single.
field. Maybe we spoke too soon again. See Boulevard handle it easily.
The right fielder, number 31.
Mammoth's got that
Jose
sinker though, so he could
Tabata.
get himself a double play.
Taylor gets a single.
Good wood. Good wood. Habit is up.
Ooh, excuse me, that's my bad.
Better than Harrison. Vulcan change low and outside for ball one. You see team hits there on the chart. 7 for the Pirates, 4 for the Phillies. Neither team crushing the ball too much, even though the Pirates do have 5 runs. That was just off of 2 hits. 2 on homer and 2 on.
That looks like it's going to be 2. 1, 2.
I did say he's got that sinker good. He saw Brown, Burns, and Killian.
Now batting number 22. Center fielder.
Really
Gotta
solid.
have a horrible afternoon. 0 for 4.
Cutchin stepping single in the 5th.
Way right here.
We've seen these Phillies pitchers create a lot of double plays. You like seeing that.
Come on, Alf. Are you kidding?
I can't say it enough.
One of
I might have to take off here, Bruce. I need to go find some glasses for the umpire.
them. Strike 1. 1-1. Mammoth looking sharp. Mammoth has really been the rock of this bullpen so far.
There's a strike 2.
If I had to name a closer right now, it'd probably be him. Surprising because he's one of the. Doesn't have either one of the 2 saves. We see Carroll get rocked. I mean, Kentia get rocked, and Carroll really hasn't found his footing. Man, strikes him out to end the inning. Travis Mann puts it away.
It's time for the
That's what you want for
seventh
three.
inning stretch.
We're going to see the Phillies I think the Bone might lead it off.
Your attention, please.
I think
Now
Richard
pitching
can
for
go on.
Pittsburgh, number 37,
Lefty.
Clayton Richard.
The Bone, last time we saw him, he ripped a double.
Leading off for the Phillies,
And they couldn't bring him around to
Nice
A
score.
leadoff double.
Gary Bobo.
And I can see a bunt for a hit here.
Oh, I think Bobone's got some anger built up for them not driving him in.
Not a lot of power from the Bone, but if he hit a homer here. And Babone pushed one down the line, but this doesn't. We've seen Babone get some good wood on the ball in all of his at-bats today.
Now batting, third baseman,
Just couldn't find a gap there.
Marshall Brown.
It's finally starting to fall into place for the Phillies. They've been aggressive all game. They just couldn't get the ball fall anywhere.
That's a Brown with a few without a hit. That's a strike. Oh,
I know it's wrong to say it, but it's almost as if the fielders knew exactly where the Phillies are going to hit it. Just ready for it to come at them.
Brown hits that
Brown
one.
rips it up the middle.
I was just saying he was one of the few without a hit, but he wanted to join that hit today. Good afternoon for Brown.
1 for 3 now.
Now batting, catcher, Travis Mann.
Just a fastball down the middle of the plate.
That's going to bring up Travis Mann, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Braun or Cano pinch hit for him. No, he's going to get his cuts.
And still hitless this spring.
Cano and Braun did get quite a bit of playing time yesterday compared to Mann.
Man had a couple innings of playing time, but didn't get the chance to catch it all. Really passionate.
Played first base for a couple innings, but never got to see the plate
Strike one.
behind it or next to it.
And I could see him bunt over Marshall Brown. And I could see them pinch running from Marshall Brown. If I was a manager of this club, that's probably what I'd do.
But you see Marshall, not a lot of speed, but he is quite aggressive for being as slow as he is.
Strike two. Any chance of a sacrifice bunt, I think, is over. They're going to let Mann try his hand here.
Just make contact.
Stays alive.
Haven't seen a lot of strikeouts from the Phillies pitchers today.
Oh, only 2.
And outside of Locke, I spoke too soon. I was going to say outside of Locke, we only seen one strikeout, but Richard changes my mind there, I guess.
Up next for
Take a look
Philadelphia,
at this again.
catcher, John
Just paints that
Mamet.
low pitch. And that might have been a little low.
Oh, that might have been a little low, yes.
Pinch
We're going to
hitter
see
for the
Eric
Phillies,
Thompson again.
number 4.
And Thompson got a pinch hit for John Mann.
Sandberg really a fan of Thompson, I guess. He's used Thompson a lot more than anyone else.
Come on now, Philly.
He likes his approach to the game.
That's a ball low.
Yeah, I think if Thompson can string together some offense, he's going to be a shoe-in for starting job. So it's already been proven that the Phillies organization is in love with him. There's going to be ball 2.
Starting to look like I don't want to say it too early, but it's starting to look like another base hit's going to go to waste.
Thompson takes it 3-0. Parents were going on deck.
And a triple earlier. And he scored a run. The only run.
Cross with Scotty Bloom sacrificing. Let's just get him over pitch. Red light on for Thompson. Hitters count here, 3-1.
He's going to want it to look like a beach ball coming in. Big enough to hit.
Here we go.
Thompson rips it foul. He straightens that one out. That might be 2 runs. And he knows it. Just way late. Way too early on it. It looked like a beach ball to him alright.
Thompson, come on, let's go.
3-2 pitch. Marshall's running. And Thompson rips it to left field. And that is what they like to see from him. First
Pinch
hit,
hit single.
And I think you pinch run Marshall Brown, because a single here might score a fast run.
Now batting, center
Brown's
fielder,
got a lot of
Terrence
base run ability, but not a whole lot of speed. Goran's been pretty good at finding holes in the defense. See, there's the only run. And a gapper could score too.
Here we go.
It's a high fastball, and we're going to leave Marshall Brown at second base. 1-0 count. McGoran looking for something.
You know he'd love to drive in that runner right now.
The 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Runners on first and on second. We won. Scotty Burns on deck. Scotty's due for his first hit. He's been so productive, but doesn't have a hit. It's uncanny.
See one pitch here.
Strike 2.
Ooh, he's swinging at that one.
Thought he was going to get himself a meatball, and instead he just got a meatball sub. Fell out. Runners are running, and he hits it, and it's not going to drop.
Ooh.
We're going to see a couple runners left on base there for the Phillies, and that's disappointing.
The Phillies are really trying. They're keeping up with the Pirates in hits, but they're just not keeping up with the runs.
Just the Pirates took advantage of 2 mistake pitches.
Now
And we're going to see
pitching for the
Malcolm
Phillies.
Tomlinson
number 90,
here in a
Malcolm
mop-up role.
Tomlinson.
Game really not within reach here in the top of the 8th. Not barring out a comeback, but
Leading off for the Pirates,
not betting on the Phillies at this point either. We see Tom
Neil
move a wall.
Walker.
First pitch from Tomlinson. Ripped into right center field for possibly a double.
And Tomlinson's one of those guys that is an unlikely candidate to make the club.
Will Walker is going to see his second hit of the game.
But these games don't matter, so
Now batting,
he's going to trot him out there, I guess.
Francisco Cervelli.
Take a look at that. Nice little poke. Francisco Cervelli stepping up. 2 for 3 with 2 runs today. Looking to keep up the good afternoon. Chops it.
Inside pitch.
Two innings left to go. Strike. Tomlinson's got some heat on that fastball. Just he can't seem to place it in the right spot.
Come on now, let's stop him here.
The 0-2 pitch to Cervelli. That's a curveball as it chases.
Cut it down.
Big look there at the line
Now
score.
batting, left fielder,
5 runs, 8 hits for the Pirates. 1 run, 6 hits for the Phillies. No errors either way. Not a lot of strikeouts in comparison to the last few games. Tomlinson did get himself
Go,
in.
Phillies, come on.
But I think he wants another strikeout. He doesn't want Hart to get something that advances the run. An intentional walk might also make sense here. Set up a double play. High fastball, 1-1. Just don't give him anything to hit. You should be good. Either strikeout or walk. That's okay.
Okay, Hart's with 3 so far today. Burns isn't looking to break out of that.
Tops it to keep right.
Well, so much for that.
And Boulevard is going to throw it in. Nobody can try to trust it. Boulevard not known as a spectacular fielder, but he's respected enough to win Milwaukee. Gabby Sanchez. He had a 2 RBI double. One of 2 mistake pitches here by the Pirates, and they paid for both of them. Their fastball was strike. Hamilton gave up that double, but since turned it around and was looking pretty good for the last couple of times.
He's picked himself up really well.
He got rocked in that first game.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Couldn't even get out. Strike 2, right? That sweeping pitch was nice.
That fell right off the table, right into the strike zone.
If he can get his composure together, he could be a dominant reliever.
It's all about location.
32. And
I think he was hoping he was going to chase for that one.
Sanchez, outside of that double this year, hasn't had too much success on the offensive side of the plate. Oh, the 1-2 pitch, and I expect another waste pitch to be honest. And he strikes him out
anyway.
Straight power. Now we have 2 strikeouts there for Collins.
It's up a hit and gets 2 strikeouts to finish the inning.
And that actually gives him the lead for strikeouts today on the Phillies. Nobody else is strung together too. Just straight power there, folks. 98.
Bottom of the 8th. Let's see what the Phillies can do.
Looks like the Pirates going for the double switch.
Your attention, please.
Nancy Vance.
These changes for Pittsburgh. Now pitching and
27 ERA.
Number 46.
1 2/3 innings pitched.
Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot.
You got to think that he's only getting this shot here to help him get that ERA down.
Yeah. It's 5-1. They got nothing to lose. It's spring training anyway, so wins really don't matter. They're just looking to get him some work in. Cutter inside. Burns still looking for his first hit. And if he gets it, you know he's going to be excited. Ripped foul. 5-1. Bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Ripped foul. He's making some noise out there. Hiring person in charge of music and Troy for sure.
He's a musical man.
Pitch. Chopped into the bird.
Burns looking to join the hit column here for the Phillies.
When you're RBI, he takes that for a ball. 2-2. Sacrifice hit. He's going to do a couple. Scotty Williams. Struck out on a slide and it broke right into it.
That was a beautiful pitch.
Up next for Philadelphia, Right fielder, Pete Voigt.
That's going to bring up Pete Boulevard. It's 2 for 3.
Boulevard. Productive afternoon. Got his average up to 300. Better than the 167 line he had going.
Here we go.
And he's going to watch that slider. BS 650.
Shout out there.
Boulevard.
Here we go.
High.
There's that one.
I like that haircut.
It's an interesting haircut.
2-0. Boulevard, not the kind of hitter you want to be down 2-0. And he's going to ground it to second. Not going to get it. 2 down. Eddie Vaughn looking to get something started.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Phillies down to their final 4 outs. We're an hour and a half into this ball game. Eddie Vaughn 0 for 2 with a walk. Nothing really going on for Vaughn so far this spring. He hasn't done great, and he hasn't done bad. He's just been there.
he's just around.
Vaughn, the 0-1 pitch, and he rips it to right field. And that's gonna nice attempt there for Cavanaugh.
Vaughn going for 2?
And he gets it. Nice hustle for Eddie Vaughn.
I'm gonna have to mark that down a single. He dove for that, and he just couldn't hold it.
First baseman, Tim
Take a look
Killian.
here. Gets his hands through his own. Textbook hit there. We're gonna see Tim Killian driving it. Killian likes the runners in scoring position. Change up the row.
See if Killian can drive him home with 2 outs. It's something the Phillies really would like to see.
Strike.
Well, we hyped up some of these power hitters here in the first game, but we really haven't seen anything out of the power guys. The only 2 home runs we've seen were from Dylan Brown and Don Mate.
Neither one of them known for their power. They'll poke out a few. They're not going to be feared. 2-1. I would have thought we would have seen a home run at least from Boulevard or Cano. Killier. 2-1. No lead at second. Rips it foul. Two pitch. Vaughn ticks it off to stay alive. Keep these Phillies' hopes alive, really.
Come on.
Takes that to make it a full count. Gary Babone on deck. And the way Babone's been hitting the ball, he thinks he might have a shot at driving in somebody if he gets up.
He's already got a double tonight, and he's been very aggressive at the plate.
Make good contact. The payoff pitch. Killian shots it.
And that's going to do it for the Phillies here in the 8th.
Heading into the 9th. And it's pretty much a non-story here, folks. Pittsburgh up 5-1. Wouldn't surprise me
Your
if
attention, please. Now pitching for the
they
Phillies,
don't know the whole new lineup
number
again.
43, Tom Ukulele.
Tom Ukulele looking for stroke in the fourth here. Another oft-used guy in the building. Him and Mammoth have really been the workhorses.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, shortstop, Sean Rodriguez.
This Spider. This Soul Man. Mr. Soul Patch.
Been looking good so far this spring. Should make it to the club if he continues this kind of performance.
I can definitely see him in the major leagues.
Look at that pitch. Strike one, 1-1. Sean Rodriguez rips it foul.
He did that 3-run home run earlier in the game. That's what really broke it open.
Love that 3-run home run. It's a 1-run game. 2-2.
I feel like he wanted him to chase for that out there.
Ukulele. Clubhouse kind of guy. Wacky. Ooh, that. I don't know how he made contact, but he did. 2-2 count.
I was expecting to see him whiff right there.
And he gets him there.
Sit down anyway.
Tom Ukulele continues looking impressive out there. That strikeout. And we should see Starling Marte coming as a pinch hitter.
Starling Marte.
Maybe not. Oh, he was the person who they brought in as a double switch there for Corey Hart.
Yep.
They don't ever give us these notes for some reason, folks, and it's really bothersome to us. 1-0.
They need to be on top of their stuff.
Between that and them mixing up the third baseman and shortstop on the ledger every night, it's mind-boggling. That screwball misses. 2-0. Someone who we haven't really considered for the closing role, but is actually looking to be a pretty good contender for it is right now. I think it's him and Mammoth's job to lose. Both have been very impressive in the bullpen. Both getting a lot of work in the bullpen. Both getting a lot of outfield. Full count.
Tom Ukulele's not doing too bad in the strikeout category either.
Got a handful. Full count, and he rips it to the left field for that. Full count. Foul. Boulevard gonna get a chase, but couldn't make it. He rips it.
Another foul ball.
If I'm the Phillies, I think they Sandberg's gotta think about just sending out a whole new unit tomorrow. And he strikes him out. 2 strikeouts in a row.
And he is looking just as fine as he has all spring.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Harrison.
He's someone who, if you told me, would have been the top candidate for a closing role on the team, I would have laughed. I figured he'd be a productive bullpen kind of guy, but not someone that you could turn to every game. His delivery and the screwball are big reasons to why hitters can't seem to solve him. Strike.
A lot of pitches to get through this half of the inning now.
High fastball. 2-1. And outside of the first two pitchers, the Phillies have looked good on the mound.
That's going to be a single right there.
And even though he got a hit there, it wasn't a strong hit. It was kind of just a
Ooh, he almost threw that one away.
slap there. Half-hearted swing, really.
The right fielder, number 31.
Ukulele
Jose Tabata.
finds himself pitching from the stretch. Jose Tabata.
0 for 4 today. They're the only ones on the Pirates that doesn't have a hit.
We've seen him make
Corey Hart was the other one, but he's out of the game now.
strike. We've seen him make some effort on the field, but came up short. Oh, 1 pitch. Foul ball. 0-2.
Philly's dancing around in the dugout.
See a lot of empty seats there.
A lot of people piling out. And down to the end of the game, it's a 5-1 ball game, and it's pouring out. Everyone wants to get home, get dry.
Foul ball. Still 0-2. Ukulele, you gotta think he's looking for that strikeout. Strikeout the side. He doesn't get it, but he does get an easy out. Ukulele continues to look very impressive out there.
And Tabata is unimpressive at the plate. 0 for 5 ball game.
But Bone, Brown, and Mann. And this is the last hope.
Your attention, please.
Last stretch.
Now
They're
pitching
going to
for
face off
Pittsburgh,
against somebody who hasn't
number
allowed a run.
59.
Antonio Bastardo.
Bastardo.
1 in the 3rd inning of work. You see a walk and a strikeout there. Stat chart. The Bones had a pretty solid
Leading off
game.
the bottom of the ninth for the Phillies.
You see Bryant Robinson in the pen just in case this game does go to extras. The pitch. Ball. One and 0 count. Two and 0. Bone looking to get some life here late in the game, and the 2-0 count is one way to start it. Rips it there, and the Bone keeps it up.
Bone gets another single. Well, excuse me, folks. The first thing you had was a double. You gotta bet he's gonna be running.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Marshall Brown
Marshall
coming
Brown.
up. Saw himself finding himself on base also. Still continuing to hit well, 374. Brent Mann is in love with Gary Babone. That's a changeup. 1-0. If the Phillies are going to string something together, they got the right man on base to do it. They got the right man at the plate to start to keep it going. I think they might pinch hit Mann for Cano. That's ball 2. Brown looking patient up there.
I'm confused as to why Babone is not running.
Sorry for the technical delay there, folks. Strike. That was a nice slider. Just to get it over pitch. 2-1. Bastardo trying to get himself out of this situation. The ground ball double play is going to be hard because Babone is going to be running as fast as he can. Another slider. That one misses though.
3-1 count.
I don't know where that one missed, but
Man does have some power, so you don't want 2 guys on base with man up. Man has yet to get a hit today, but
He's due.
he's due.
3-1. Brown rips it foul.
And what better than a nice 3-run home run?
You see nobody in the pen for the
That is
Pirates.
if Brown gets on base.
I think you got to send Babone here. Oh, Marshall Brown chasing it.
Strikes out.
Bad swing. That was ball 4.
Now batting.
He wanted to be the hero, I guess.
Travis
Take a look at that. Just chases it. Not a good at bat.
As we mentioned earlier this spring that he was a free swinger.
Travis Mannion will come up. Like we said, he's due for a hit. Excellent work behind the plate. He's just got to get the bat going. That's his biggest critique.
You know, Bruce, all of the pitchers need to get their bat going.
Cannone and Brown struggled yesterday. Be interesting to see who Sandberg starts at the catcher role tomorrow.
Man, he rips that one foul.
We saw about equal playing time from Cannone and Braun yesterday. So you got to think it's a toss-up between who's going to start that. If I had to guess, I'd probably say Cannone deserves it. He walked. Strike. 1 and 2. You got to think they're pinch hitting for the pitcher next. And I think you send Babone here. It's all or nothing. You're not going to win by having run on first base anyway. Send him. That's a gapper maybe. No, it's going to fall. No, he's going to.
You know, Babone has the speed. Maybe not. That might have been too shallow for him to actually make. You know they're going to be pinch hitting for the
Now batting.
pitcher here.
The pitcher, Tom Euclid.
There's really one thing up here. See the Pirates down to their last out needed.
It's another over in the pitcher category.
for the
Or the
Phillies.
pitcher category.
Number 7.
DeMarcus Sinner.
DeMarcus Singh.
See his numbers there. 250. They're hitting 500 against the lefty.
Phillies down to their last hopes.
That's a ball. I don't know. Interesting call from Sim facing. Guess they're just looking to get runners on base. They know the power hitters are going to do much and get a couple of base runners. That's a high ball too. Impressive performance by this Pittsburgh Pirates pitching staff. So that 10 stats. Pittsburgh Pirates pitching staff. And that should end it.
That's going to wrap things up for the Phillies.
Pretty uneventful game for this Phillies offense. Pretty uneventful game for the pitching staff, too. Saw a couple big hits from the Pirates early on that really propelled them to the victory here today. Well fought, well deserved win for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
They brought their bats. They showed up. They hit the ball hard.
Sandberg can't be too happy with that crew today.
See the Pirates celebrating their second spring win.
Take a look there. Losing pitcher and winning pitcher are the starters. First time we've seen that. Babone, 2 for 4, the top hitter for our Phillies today. They're going to go ahead and give Jeff Locke, I called him Lost
John.
Loki. He had a good performance out in the mound today. Surprisingly, coming into the game with a 36 ERA. Just baffling, these hitters out there. 4 strikeouts. See right there, that line, 1 walk, only 1 hit allowed, 4 Ks, nothing else. Solid outing. And for Duke Arrington,